My name is Alicia Wallace. For the last 9 years of my life, I've been locked up for something that shouldn't have happened. 9 years of waking nightmares, drug cocktails, and steadily diminishing sanity in that damned mental ward have reduced my reality to that of a hellish fever dream. I fight to hold on to what little fragments of my past life I still have inside my head. Those crucial bits that haven't been eroded by experimental sedatives designed to cure me. I remember I used to be a medic, that I used to heal people. Yet I couldn't heal the most important person in my world, my daughter, who's afflicted with a disease incurable by any doctor, whose fate I intend to uncover. My own fate has placed me squarely on the path to finding her, thanks to an arranged prison transfer and a macabre twist of fate that has all led to this moment. My name is Alicia Wallace, and I will find out what happened to my daughter, at any cost. No more running. No more being controlled.
Hey guys, and welcome to another Let's Play. A Let's Play of a relatively new survival horror game called Them and Us. This game was sent to me by Reva of Jill Sandwiches, and I have been playing quite a bit of this off camera. I haven't completed the game yet, but it's something that is a little bit better than I thought it would be, if I'm being honest. It is an indie survival horror game in the vein of the traditional Resident Evil games, at least the early 3 anyway, although only if you play it in the static camera angle version, because there are 3 ways to play this game. We can play it in first person mode, we can play it in over the shoulder RE4 plus mode, and we can play it in static camera angle mode, which is very sort of traditional survival horror mode. Now, the game plays very differently depending on how you play. My friend Reva of Jill Sandwiches has just done a full playthrough of the static camera mode, and I thought for this Let's Play we're going to be playing over the shoulder. Now, I do have another run of this game planned, which will probably take some time because I'm going to play the game again in the first person mode. Now, I'm hoping to have Reva of Jill Sandwiches co-commentate on that with me, but that is going to be a long in the tooth project, considering I live in England and he lives in the States. So the whole time zone thing, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, and obviously that will be post-commentary as well. Now, what is exactly this game about? So, the story is set in 1978. The game follows our main character Alicia, who is a lone survivor of a bus crash as she navigates a surreal and deadly nightmare. So, as I've already explained, players can choose between fixed camera angles for a classic survival horror feel, or an over-the-shoulder view for a more modern experience. I believe the first-person mode was added later. Now, it's very hard to balance a game, obviously, for 3 wildly different camera perspectives. And I think that, yeah, we're going to see a little bit of jank, a little bit of crust because of that. Now, the survival horror traditional mode with the static camera angles is apparently by far the hardest way to play the game, because from looking at reviews and doing a lot of research on this game over the last week, the static camera angles aren't very good. In fact, they make the game much, much harder due to unfair enemy placement and things like that. So if you want to see that, as I said, there will be a link in the description for my friend playing through the game that way. I've played a little bit of it in that mode, and it's okay, but there are definitely extremely unfair enemy placements and things like that. Enemies that you just straight up cannot see, things that are hidden in the environment, that kind of thing. It makes it a little bit... It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, and it is completely playable, but you're gonna have a frustrating time with it. Now, we're going to be playing it on the normal difficulty. In the normal difficulty, save items are limited. They're one use. Kind of think of them as ink ribbons, although you usually got 2 to 3 ink ribbons, whereas in this game, you pick up vinyl records. 1 vinyl record is 1 save. Now, these are not common, at least from what I've found, and that is going to lead me into another part of this Let's Play. I'm going to probably be recording a long stretch video, and then I'm going to be editing it down into 20-minute segments for my internet and time and that sort of stuff. So there isn't really going to be a proper start and stop of each video, but we're going to do what we can. Yeah, that was my biggest annoyance, is the save system. Also, when it comes to item management, think Resident Evil 0, at least to start with. Item management is a bit of a pain. You can start the game by only holding 4 items. That's not a lot of items, and this game has an abundance of them. Now, later on, you do actually get an upgrade that allows you to carry a little bit more of a bigger inventory, and I believe later on again you can upgrade it again. The amount of keys and key items this game throws at you is actually insane, at least to start with. Apparently that does get a little bit better moving forwards. The enemy design in this game, at least from what I found so far, is very traditional zombies. You know, we're going to have a good time. We've got some zombies. The story is interesting. I'm still not 100% sure what's going on, because I haven't got super far into it myself, just because I haven't had a lot of time to play it. So, this game was made by mainly 2 people. They also had a support staff, as and when was needed, of about 3 to 4 people that just made assets and that kind of stuff. But the core game was actually only made by 2 people. So this game was released on early access in September, September 7th, I believe, in 2021. So it's not a brand new game. The game does have extra content. We have costume packs, of which I have unlocked. Well, I have bought the costume packs because they were recently on sale for a few pence, and I believe there's only one to buy anyway. So, on top of those costume packs, there are also extra unlockable costumes, which I haven't got any of those yet. They revolve around completing and finishing the game with different endings and whatnot, of which there are 5. And I haven't seen any of the endings, so I can't comment on those just yet. So this was made by a company called TendoGames, which is a development studio known for its dedication to creating immersive and high-quality gaming experiences in Japan, which is interesting. Yokohama, this game was actually produced in, and it was established by a group of veteran game developers with over 13 years of experience in the industry. And this is their first and to date only game. And to be honest, for a game that's sort of cobbled together by two people with, you know, a very small support team, I think it's pretty good. It's alright. It's not gonna, you know, rewrite survival horror history, but it's okay. Let's go. Let's step back into the world of survival horror. Now, this game does run on Unreal, so it does have a little bit of Unreal jank. Let's check the options to start off with. Make sure we're playing everything. This is already defaulted to very low because I've been playing this on my ROG Ally at work, which is how I've been playing the game. And it's really poorly optimized. But there we go. Anyway, we're going to turn the FOV all the way up to 110 because over-the-shoulder view in this game is incredibly cramped. In fact, when I first started playing this game, I could only just about see my main character. In fact, I could only see like the top third of her body. So putting it up to 110 does give us a more full body view, and we can, you know, see around her, which is pretty important because when you're running around tight corridors and you can basically only see the back of your character's head, yeah, pretty difficult stuff. So the first video will be longer than 20 minutes, obviously, because we've had our waffle and introduction. So let's go and join Alicia as she wakes up after a prison break because somebody on board went mad, and then the guard went mad and shot everybody. And just before he killed Alicia, well, they crashed somehow. Anyway, probably not important. Let's go new game. As I said, we're going to go normal. You can go easy for those who want to experience the story without a struggle. Record discs are not consumed after use. For those who want the basics of a survival horror experience, or for those who believe challenge breeds excellence. Now, I do not like limited save systems. They are absolutely counterproductive to recording games. And as illustrated when I've been trying to play this game on my break at work, of which I get a half an hour break in the morning and a half an hour break in the afternoon, you can't always find a save disk in that time. So you kind of have to put the ally to sleep and hope for the best. Anyway, we're going to go over the shoulder. I don't know how we... that's how we go. So we can choose FPS from there. Interesting. Well, we're going to go over the shoulder for the purpose of this first play. Misty Valley. Okay, I mean, that's as good as any, I suppose. So we can actually push the spacebar to skip. So you can see the sort of perspective we have of Alicia as she's in her very battered and injured state. If we were playing this in the standard view, our camera would be zoomed right into her back, and we wouldn't see her legs or anything like that. It's really claustrophobic. Anyway, well, I mean, it's a good thing we survived. Fuck the rest of them, right? And it kind of looks like we're dragging our ass slowly towards Silent Hill. I mean, Misty Valley. Yes, not Silent Hill. This game takes a hell of a lot of inspiration from a lot of other games, and that's okay. Sheriff's in town. Well, that's ominous. The radio is still on. I can't turn it off. Well, that's no good, Alicia. I don't want to hear your excuses. Yeah, she's in a bad way. Four hours later, huh? After some very kind soul apparently scooped us up and put us on a boat.
What is this place?
I don't know, Alicia. Maybe you were dreaming, Alicia. Maybe you were. One thing I do like about the over the shoulder perspective is you can really get a good look at the environments, which you cannot do with the fixed camera perspectives. So we have a playing manual here. We are using mouse and keyboard. We're not going to worry about too much stuff here. Weapons and ammunition, not a hero. Although Alicia has extensive training as a paramedic, she has very little experience with firearms besides going on a few hunting trips with her father as a child. Because of this, she can't be relied upon to make every shot she takes. In some situations, she will have to decide whether to stand and fight or to run for her life. Knowing when to do each will be pivotal to her survival. Ammo rationing. Always be mindful of how much ammunition you have and double check your inventory before facing your enemies. This is actually important because there really is not a huge amount of ammunition in this game. Certainly not enough to fight everything, not even close to enough to fight every enemy. However, that's fine. Going into battle unprepared could be a fatal mistake. Enemies in this game hurt. But zombies have a little Achilles heel. Little way to get around their stinking rotten armor. So the game's street, yeah, we know all this stuff. Fixed cam, we're not using fixed camera. So this is something that I really wish that I had read that I didn't, but I'll explain it. And we can combine items as well. Obviously, Resident Evil-like, right? I did not realize that we could combine bandages. We can combine bandages to make them better. Think of them as green herbs. It was only when Reaver of Jill Sandwiches messaged me, I think it was like last night or the night before, that I even realized you could do that. You can mix bandages with something called ointment. Think of the ointment as a red herb. It is a modifier. It makes your bandages better. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, that's about all we need to know here. Now, this is one of the most cock-blocking puzzles in the game. How to get out of this room, and I'll explain why. Let's take a bandage. Now we can actually get ourselves healed up just a little bit. We can examine these things. Scrap of fabric, good for minor scrapes. It may help me a little. Not sure how much without some sort of additive. Oh, well. We don't have any additives, so we're going to use it like that. I've lost a dangerous amount of blood. I need something to heal. Yeah, well, we've just healed. Feels very warm. And we have our first weapon, a knife. Yeah, so apparently when this game first came out, you only had 2 item slots. I don't really know how that was playable, to be honest, without extreme frustration. But they did change that. They made that a lot better. So we've got our knife now. We're going to be leaning on this knife quite a bit. Now, if we examine this here, we can actually change our outfits, which we will do. So we've got some normal clothes. Much better. I actually really like that outfit. I believe that's the outfit that Reva used. We also have this one, which kind of reminds me of Jill Valentine-esque, sort of. Not my favorite. we have the Survivor outfit, which is interesting. I don't mind this outfit either. Like, I would have gone with this outfit if the leather jacket wasn't so bandaged and beaten up. It also would have been nice if the jacket was open so you could see more of that red shirt that she's wearing. Because, you know, red tartan flannels with leather. Yes, please. Then we have all of these, which we cannot unlock just yet. We've got a police officer uniform, which, well, it's not what you think it's going to be. Yeah. We've got some fan service. I actually don't mind that outfit. It's not the worst, but yeah, no, it kind of detracts. Then we have a modern nurse costume. Now, I don't know what hospital attire is like in Japan, but sure. I would be shocked to see if it was like this. Yeah. And she's got blonde hair, of course, because of course she has. That's a no from me. Housemaid costume. Well, I mean, that would fit. As far as we know, we've been taken on as the new maid of the premises. I don't dislike that. It's again maybe for like a second playthrough or something. Now, this retro costume, it was a free DLC. And it's fine. You know, they're wearing their inspiration on their sleeve. They're pretty hardcore. It's just, yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a huge fan of that either. And then we have the some of the Japanese, I think that's the Chinese dress and the Japanese dress, which is more kind of like what I like. So I actually really like this outfit. This outfit looks wicked. Absolutely wicked. And that may be the one we go with. And then we have the B variant. I'm not even going to pretend or attempt to pronounce that, what these outfits are called, you know, with my dyslexia. That's cool. I like this outfit. It's nice. I wish it wasn't pink, and I don't like the big platform heels that she's using there. Doesn't really lend itself very well to a survival horror sort of situation. This outfit is really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And then she's got her platforms there. Actually, you know, I do like that. Don't really like the colour, but I like it. Getting some Fatal Frame vibes, you know. And then we have the same again, but in blue. The blue's better, I think, but yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to go with this. I think this makes sense as well. You know, we've broken into this very ancient mansion. We don't really know where we are, so that's not important. So I'd imagine there would be some sort of, you know, if there was any feminine clothes in there, there'd be some sort of fancy attire. Anyway, let's start playing the game, shall we? So we will take the screwdriver shaft. Now, we've got this as well. The desk is locked. Well, that's no good. The door is also locked, and there's no electricity. Oh my. So when I first started playing the demo, I got completely stuck here. The door is locked. Okay. So we need to find a key, right? Well, obviously, we need to use our screwdriver. No? Interesting. Okay. I should look around for something to use on it. Can we use the knife? Yes, we can. The one and only time you can use the knife as a key. And that use box, I believe, wasn't there by default. Yeah, it's usually equip. A faint light is coming from behind this hedge. Okay, well, we'll remember that for later. Will you take the screwdriver handle? It seems pertinent that we do that. Let's combine that and that. And now we have a screwdriver. What is the screwdriver used for? Well, it's a single-use item. The door is locked. It has a small lock. Well, hopefully we'll find a small key later on. It is locked. The door looks old. With something thin, I could pry it open. Oh, like that. No, don't be silly. We need to use the screwdriver. This is a very odd beginning of a game because you have to use 2 items and 2 mechanics that we will never see again. A bit odd if you ask me. Anyway, here we are. We're actually in the mansion. And I think visually, the game looks pretty good, man. Let's start exploring. And the mansion is wonderful to explore. We've got a lot of nice little details, which we like. There's a symbol of a key that's needed. There's a symbol of another key that is needed. There is another key, so we found 3 doors, and so far we need 3 different keys. That's fine. Let us go inside here. Oh. Looks like we just missed the candle. Well, that's unfortunate. If we try to do anything else, it can't be lit anymore. A candle. I could light it if I had a lighter. Okay. That is the one part of the game that I've seen so far where she actually tells you what item you need to do the puzzle. Yeah, don't expect that again. It's locked. There is another 4th different key that we need. 5 keys now? We're up to 5 different keys that we need to explore. Do you think they added enough keys in there? Well, at least it's only 5, right? Yeah, keep dreaming. Anyway, let's keep moving. Lots of coffins around here. I have a bad feeling about this place. Yeah, me too. Seems a little bit more ominous and creepy than the Spencer Mansion. But it does look pretty nice. It's locked. Okay, there's a repeat key. Now, here is the vinyl record. That is a save. The doorknob is falling apart. Where, oh where, have we seen that before? I need to find a way to fix it before using this door. Okay. That is fine. And of course we can come in here. Another open door. With a handgun magazine. We're not going to take the handgun magazine for now. Because we don't have a handgun. Now this is the save theme for this game. And it is wonderful. It is absolutely beautiful. However, because there has to be a caveat, when we use the save disc or the vinyl, it will overwrite the theme in the room permanently with some classical music, and that's kind of interesting but kind of dumb as well, because none of them sound to me as nice as this. A beautiful crystal ball. Probably belongs to one of the guests. Yeah, probably. And there is our save station. An old gramophone. You can save your progress with this, but we're not going to.